Well, hello guys, this is the Baymax Man. I just was wanting to give you an update on the RCA Select Division VJP 900. I got the power supply working, as we now have power, and as you can see we've got power light on there, and we now have a channel, and we have a clock display. Now somehow I've accidentally deleted the video on me doing the repair on the power supply. So unfortunately I wasn't able to show you what I did to get the power supply going. But there were almost every single cap was bad in the power supply. And also the Zinger diode was bad, so I changed the Zinger diode, and I thought this is like fantastic because now I think the VCR will work. Well, no, not exactly. So let me get a tape and I'll show you what happens when we try and put a tape in. So we'll get a tape. Now, there's an idler tire here, and it feels like it's dry rotted. So I think the tire's shot. But it's definitely got a bad belt somewhere, because you put a tape in and you hit play and it won't do anything. You hear the motor running, and that's it. So I'll get a tape and I'll show you guys the progress on this thing so far. So I have a tape here, and I'll show you what it does. This is what it does. Put a tape in. You can hear the motor right away. You can hear it. So if I take the see, and then I can't fast forward either, or rewind. So the next part of this machine that we're going to repair is going to be the mechanical, because now we've got the electrical working and we need to get the mechanical working, but we're getting closer to having this thing fixed. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted this particular model is because it's really a unique VCR, because this thing pops, this whole VCR just pops off. So it's a convertible. They called it a convertible VCR, but it's a 4-head. Not only is it a 4-head machine, but it is a stereo machine. So it has Dolby, it has linear stereo. So it has a left and a right. So I don't know why they've got the audio with the left and the right should be a white and a red. Well, they got two reds for the input audio. And then they got two blacks for the output audio. And then, of course, the black for the video out. And then they've got a white one for the video in. Which is kind of weird, kind of neat, but strange. You know, so it'll be good to get this thing up and going. I am getting closer. So that is the updates thus so far. So anyway, thank you for liking my channel. Thank you for subscribing to all those out there who support me. I appreciate it, and thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. So part 3 is we're going to be taking this apart and seeing if we can get it to go. And I'm pretty positive that yes, I'll be able to get this thing going. Now, when I was working on the power supply, I was actually frustrated as hell because I couldn't get it to come on. And then I replaced a Zinger diode, and then I noticed that there was a couple of capacitors that I thought I had changed, but I didn't. And I checked them, and I was like, oh yeah, those are bad too. Like, literally every single capacitor and the Zinger diode was bad. So that's what was causing this thing to not work properly. Now, we will get this thing going again. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get it going, and I'll have it in my collection. I'm going to make this one of my playback decks for VHS tapes. Yes, I do have a JVC Super VHS down there, but and yes, I do have a Sony, but right now it broke on me about a month and a half ago. The Sony SL-VR 5GC had an issue where the tape got stuck inside, so I got the tape out, but there's something going on with the power supply on it, which that is a very common problem, is the power supply failure and those things. So also the blue gear breaks on those ones. So we're going to venture into rebel territory. I know I'm a beta guy, so I don't do very many VHS machines. Anyway, but just that's the update so far. So we'll do a video. Now the video on the mechanical repair is going to be quite in depth, because these portable VCRs, the circuit boards are everywhere. You've got to remove circuit boards just to get to a simple part, such as a belt. So we might not have to tear it down all the way. I don't know how much teardown is going to be required for the VCR part, but it's going to be very labor intensive. So this is probably going to be like 2 parts, maybe 3 parts on the repair, because I don't know, I've never taken one of these apart, and I don't know what the I don't know how long it's going to take me. Now we just got in another Sony SLHF R70 beta machine. Now this is a 3-head unit. It has frame by frame, and I believe it does have, yes, it does have some slow motion. So it's got some special effects, and yeah, it's another 3-head unit. Most of the beta machines were 2 heads. They had a few 3 heads, and they had a few 4 heads. But most of the beta machines were 2-head machines. So, but yes, for you beta fans, and I am one of those beta fans, we will do a video on this one. This one's got a failure in the regulator as well. You seen me last weekend fix the SLHF 450 on the bottom there. You seen me get that going. Took me a couple videos because I had to get the power supply fixed, and I also had to fix the display for the volume meters, and that was quite intense. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.